Well, whenever you read the title of this, that we need regime change in Pennsylvania, you can tell by leadership alone. I don't know what they're doing in Harrisburg. Every time there's been a conservative, any conservative legislation has been turned down. Now, the biggie. Pro-life legislation was turned down by guess who? Governor Wolf. And you know what? We've been watching the whole thing go down, the whole three-ring circus there in Harrisburg. It's insulting and embarrassing. I mean, thank God you got intellectual, smart people who are catching on. I could not believe the road we've been going down in Pennsylvania. Pittsburgh's a very conservative area typically. It has its liberal, side of town, more or less. And most of this whole area is all rural and it's all Second Amendment. So when they go after your guns, you see what's going on, the constitutionality. So now what we're watching is because of all the other unconstitutional attacks, these are people that were elected. They don't get that authorization to go after their own constituents in their region or constituents, period. They're supposed to represent the whole region. And most of the people here in this area, it's pro-gun, pro-life, pro-God. And churches, leadership. You cannot call yourself a church and go and be pro-choice. It doesn't work that way. There's a leadership deficit on both ends, both in the church and also in our local districts. When I say, when we put our money into these funds, in these programs, we want to see, even if it is just a dollar is going to make a difference. You're voting with your dollars. Because really, what I was started doing? I started sending money to the detectives instead and ordering the coffee that they buy. And you know what? It's because of what's going on in the crisis shelters. There are little kids right now that are going hungry. Every night they're hungry for eggs in the morning and they like oatmeal with dehydrated apples at night and they like to read. And these are kids that these families are barely making it. Barely making it. And most of them are dealing with maybe sometimes in a lot of cases spousal abuse, child sexual abuse. I mean, the numbers are staggering. Believe me, everybody, when we start voting, we're voting with our dollars this time. Come election, we have a little bit of advance warning. Less than 200 days until election. Things can change in Pennsylvania. Things can change. It's not about going red or blue or whatever. It's about making an absolute principled decision for life. The life issues aren't just about infants. This is about from the time you're born to from the time of conception to the time the Lord is going to take you. Life issues are personhood issues so that you know every life matters. Every unborn life matters. Please, guys, stay tuned to what is ahead because when we challenge our electors in Harrisburg and also in DC, it's going to make a difference, a huge difference.